Over the summer, I began composing my own music, pieces that echo the rhythm of study, of work, and of knitting. Some move with the pulse of the tides and the quiet breath between stitches. Others are funky, spiritual, cinematic. Little soundscapes of island life. You'll begin to hear these new sounds woven through my podcasts, part knitting, part storytelling, part Orkney soul. I've also created 2 new playlists, one with my original music, the soundtrack to my Mysterious Queen of the Isles book series. You'll find the Kindle links in my description. The other, a collection that drifts from ethereal to indie pop ballads, songs that will appear now and then in your feed. So settle in, let the music carry the yarn and the yarn carry you. While I talk about my favourite thing of all, knitting.
Hello there, it's Claire here, and I'm on my sofa? Yeah, big question. Is it a sofa? Well, I'm actually making a start on putting together a sofa bed so that I can film in here because the light is so much better. It's not perfect, but it's so much better. And I like filming in natural light. And what I've done is I've used a single bed and a mattress for the base, obviously, because this will convert into a bed when it's required for someone to sleep in it. I have a spare, a single camp bed mattress, which is covered, but I don't like the cover. And what I might do with that is cover it with one of my a temporary cover using my lovely vintage quilt. I'm sort of sat at the moment on pillows, a duvet, and again these kind of things I've got a spare one there which was for the other bed, and I've got various other things I could cover so that I can sit and knit. And opposite me on the other side of the room, I have a TV. In the corner there, I have my sewing station. But behind me here is the wall on which this bed will turn round into, so that I'll have plenty of space here to do my actual cutting out, sewing, that sort of thing. So at the moment, I'm just trialling the leg of a pair of knitted trousers, which I'm sort of adapting from my free knitting pattern, which you will find in the description below, for the simple pair of shorts, knitted shorts. And therefore I'm just adapting the pattern by lengthening the leg basically, and using some yarn that I'd already wound up off cones for another project, which in the end it just didn't do anything for me. So I'm unpicking that as I go along. So I should have plenty enough yarn to finish it. I thought it would be nice to see what it would be like to have a pair of knitted trousers to lounge around in, basically. Because that's what I'm going to be doing on here, isn't it? Yeah, dear me. Oh, this is so comfortable. Oh, let me just... Oh, I could quite go to sleep. Anyway, so this may not be a very good idea. So where this bed is sitting now, I should have a cutting table, which will be made up of my desk in the office, which I shall I've got 2 desks, one by the window and one that I sit at with my computer. So I will bring the one by the window through here as more storage for sewing bits and bobs. yes, so there's work to do yet. I just need to get rid of the other bed yet. We borrowed it for visitors, so soon as that goes, I can start moving things around and getting into cupboards I've not been able to get into in recent months. So I think on a short recently I showed you this beautiful shawl I made with the lovely colours that my lovely friend sent me such a long time ago. I've not really been able to do much until now, and so because crochet is pretty quick and doesn't require a lot of thinking in the sense of doing this filigree pattern, because I'd done it before, you see, I was able to just sit at night with it. Beautiful colours, aren't they? So lovely shawl. Oh, yeah, I can have that on while I'm knitting. Let's put that on while I'm knitting. Oh, Mr. Ray's come in now. Just a minute. So these lovely colours they're just so beautiful. And of course, because it's Jameson Spindrift, pure Shetland wool, it's lovely. It's warm and it's getting cold now. That's what we've noticed. The house is getting colder now. So you might find me sitting up here underneath the quilt, knitting. Yeah, so it's not a bad day out today. It's been a bit blustery. We've had a few storms this past month. Today it's a bit cloudy with a little bit of blue sky. I've done the Tesco order. There's a lot not on it because they didn't... when there's a storm, our produce does not get across. So I'd put an order for tonight, and by the time I'd done my order, so that space on the Tesco list had gone. So I've got one for tomorrow. It gets booked up awful quickly here. During lockdown, we couldn't get on it at all. But there was a very good butcher's locally who delivered his own meat, which was lovely, and local meat, and also got us some grocery bits as well, which was great. Yeah, they were very, very helpful during that period. So yeah, it's island life. You get used to knowing that if there's been no ferry, you won't get everything you need. I get milk delivered, but you get most things. You know what I mean? You get what you need. And I keep a little pantry of various things too. So over the summer, I've been busy with doing some music associated with the release of my first book, The Mysterious Queen of the Isles, and the subheading is Mary, Queen of Scots and the Hidden Man. And it's a mystery, rewriting history. So what I wanted to do was create a soundtrack of music for it, you know, a bit like a film. I don't know what got into my head about it, but I started doing this a year ago and creating music. And what I also did was use some of my old poetry that I'd written years and years ago. Yeah, years and years ago. I can see myself wanting to go to sleep here. Oh dear. I'm due a cup of tea as well. Yeah. My husband's been out. Melky, he's been out having a walk. We're having problems with the car at the moment. The doors won't open with our key fobs. I was going to the hospital yesterday because I've got something else that needs testing out, typically. So I had to go to the doctor's yesterday. So I had to call my friend's wife, and she took me. And what else was I doing? Oh yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I waited for her in the car park where our car is, trying to open each door and forgetting that he'd not been able to open the doors for days. But when I got round to the boot, I could open the boot. So I sat in the boot until she arrived. I thought to myself, this is crazy. So I think that's in hand at the moment. So he went for a little walk down into town just now, and has just come back because he was picking my medication up as well. So yeah. And so on Wednesday I've got to go for a blood test and various things. So we'll see. As usual, I always hope, and because in the past everything used to come back clear and I was fine, you know. So I'm looking at it with a very positive. It's nothing. There you go. Such is life, isn't it? If it's not one thing, it's another, isn't it? Have you found that? People used to say things come in threes. I used to say, no, they don't. They come in sevens. That's just with experience in life. Anyway, so earlier on in the year, if you've been catching up on my videos, I've been posting, but I've just not been posting these kind of chitty chatty videos, you know, knitting videos, podcasts. So earlier on in the year, I'd been to Manchester because one of Malky's brothers was seriously ill, so we went there. Somebody kindly helped us to get there, so that was really nice. And then during the summer we had visitors, but that would be another full video, so I will have to beg off on that one for another video. And then all of this month I've had appointments of one sort or another. I went to Aberdeen for my annual scan, and then I went to Aviemore with our friends for a meeting that we usually go to every year. And what else happened? Oh, I can't think. Oh, I've had my eye injection this month, and I was due a flu injection, but I think I've missed it somehow along the line because there's been that many things going on. So yeah, I've no idea where I am. I'm gonna have to see if I can find my letter for that. And then in between times, I've been making little videos. Like I said, I've been making the series of original songs for the Mysterious Queen of the Isles book. That's on one of my playlists. I'll leave the link at the end of the video on the end screen. And then I've started a little, the follow-on from that is I've started a little playlist for what's called the Aurora Radio. I live in the land of the auroras, obviously. There's been some very nice clear nights, and I did catch an aurora this year. Very faintly, but it was there. And so I call it Aurora Radio. So kind of music that's going on there is a bit of more modern, more cinematic, ballady types. And then I'm branching out with my music a bit more because people that I've trialed it on are liking it. So yeah, I've got a song list that I want to eventually put up on Spotify. So we'll get to that eventually. So yeah, so I've done the playlist for the soundtrack, and I've also got a cinematic soundtrack to go underneath it all for that particular book. So yeah, it's been exciting doing that because that's the kind of thing I can do sat on my phone, would you believe it? I mean, I'm filming on my phone at the minute, you know what I mean? I always do. I don't have anything else than my iPhone to film with. I do have an extra mobile phone that I could use, but it fills up too quickly. This is really good because I've got an iCloud function on it that can pay a tiny bit for, a couple of pounds a month for, just to be able to fill it up, you know what I mean? Because I have loads of photos, little video shorts, and now I'm collecting images for the videos, you know, because I can't, when I say the videos, I mean the animated song videos. So when you're doing an animated song video, you need a lot of images. So I'm been teaching myself animation as well. So the songs that you see on my original songs playlist, it's called In My Own Words, is all mine. Yeah, There's only one on which I collaborated with a friend of mine who has been doing animated songs as well. So that one was created by Wild Spark Publishing. So yeah, that was great, and I'd not animated anything before, so that was an inspiration to me. So I thought, ooh, I wonder if I could do that. So there you go. So there's a lot of those kind of things coming up. So if you've seen something, if you've not seen me for a while, or you've lost me, I have been there. I have been there, pushing it all through, giving you something to be entertained with. Yeah, I don't find it easy to get sat down and do a podcast. It's kind of, it means setting up. At the moment, I've got a tripod set up, watching me knit at the minute with my iPhone on it. The other piece of equipment I use, where did I put it? Is it hiding from me? It was there a minute ago. There it is. It's a little octopus. So sometimes I'll put the octopus on the fence, the garden fence, when I'm doing one of my catwalks on the grass. That goes on the garden fence, or it'll go on a table, or I can hand hold it if I was in the mood to do it. But quite often I just use them fingers and thumbs to do the job, particularly when I'm out and about filming things. What I find takes the longest is the actual editing. I've now got ways of doing things because I've learned them over the time period. I use a Movavi editor, which cost me not very much for a year. I know there are free ones out there, but I found this one and it works well with me. So I've learnt to edit and blend music. Sometimes there'll be music behind me talking very quietly. Sometimes not. I suppose it just depends the mood and the mood. The background music, I used to use Epidemic Sound quite a bit, but we're kind of trying to save money in a lot of areas, so I've had to start producing my own, which is a little bit cheap, well, half the price actually in some ways. So I've been doing that. I've been producing my own music for my own videos, and so background music from now on in is mainly my own, which makes it so much more personal, doesn't it, I think. Well, it's been nice having a little chat with you today. I've not done much on my leg, but it's growing. See, look, it's growing. And I've got to do 2 of those. And I'm doing it on a round needle. Well, a circular needle. So the pattern is in the description. If I can put a little QR code on the screen, I will. But yeah, I might just go to sleep now. It's just too comfortable here. I don't think this is a good idea, do you? It was bad enough on the sofa, but I've got all the pictures I had behind me in the sitting room. They're all up here in this room, so that's nice. It makes it feel as if it's a studio. It's a little studio room. It's a studio come bedroom come sewing room. So yeah, well, I'm just off in a minute before I think I've better had, or else I'll go to sleep lying here. I'm going to go off now, and I'm going to produce a little video to tag on to the end of this one, which I hope you find fun. It's sort of based on a video card we sent to some friends of ours, and I loved it so much I thought I've got to share this style with you. So it's a kind of a little video card. It's hopefully about 60 seconds, but we'll see. Anyway, lovely to see you, and hopefully I'll get another chance to sit on my sofa, this one, and have a chat with you again. So keep knitting.
One mustn't let one's schemes gather dust. Imagine the horror if the vicar dropped by. Good heavens, Richard, a knot! Quick, fetch the tension gauge. There. Order has been restored to the knitting kingdom. Oh dear, one must always maintain appearances, even if one's stitches don't. Clean cupboards, tidy mind, and an impeccably arranged stash.